Y'all, I am in danger. Oh, my wallet's in danger. A card store and video game store opened up just 7 minutes from my home. I went in there today, checked it out. The guys were super cool in there, but they had something pretty cool. They had a Topps Chrome Pokemon pack of cards from the 1900s. If y'all weren't born in the 90s, you don't realize how much of this stuff was around. Those are like the cards that when you asked your mom for Pokemon cards, she says, "We have Pokemon cards at home." It was like the rejects, but this brings back so much nostalgia. I'm gonna be opening that tonight live on the live stream. In this live stream, we're gonna be going through my bulk, we're gonna be listing it, and we're gonna be showing off this pack of cards and maybe some other cards we open up. Feel free to check it out. So I get the question all the time on my YouTube channel, and I've actually answered this in previous videos, but I wanted to actually show you the answer to this question. How do you find bulk? If I want to grow a TCG business and I want to start with bulk like you did, how do I even find it? And I've told you the answer that I've personally used in the past, but I've not actually shown the process and done it myself recently. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how I find bulk, and we're gonna go through the whole process of finding and buying the bulk and getting it to your house. But before we jump into that, my name is Phantom. I've started a TCG business with $0 in the bank, and every video we go over how to grow your business from scratch and what I've done the previous day. If watching somebody grow a TCG business sounds interesting to you, maybe hit that subscribe button. Maybe while you're there, click one more time for the bell. The number one way I have found bulk, whether that be bulk Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, any game you want, One Piece, I have found bulk by doing it through Facebook. Look, I don't like Facebook either. Facebook is the worst, but it's really good for Facebook groups. Facebook groups are just a place where people can come together and talk about like-minded things. It's important for this process because what you're going to do is going to be joining a group for a buy-sell trade for the game that you're playing and the area that you're in. So personally, I'm looking for Pokemon bulk right now, and the biggest city near me is Indianapolis. So I joined the Indianapolis buy-sell trade group for Pokemon. When you join this group, you can go through all the posts and see if anyone is selling bulk. Typically, I've not found a lot of luck with that, but you can do it that way. What I suggest you doing, and what I will be showing you what I've done over the past few days, is I suggest you make your own post. Typically, these are admin controlled as well, so you'll have to wait a bit until it gets approved. I suggest you make a post, what you're wanting to buy, the prices you're buying at, and have people come to you. I've done this with Magic and Pokemon before, and I've had a ton of success, but I haven't done it recently, so I want to do this process myself and show you guys the process from the beginning all the way to getting the cards to my place. Can this still work in 2026? I've heard market's oversaturated, everyone's buying bulk, not everyone can buy all this bulk and sell it, it won't work for everyone. Well, let's test it ourselves. Well, over the last few days, I've tested it myself. Let's actually go into the process of making your post. So here's my post. I'm saying at the top, I'm in the Indy area looking to buy bulk. I'm looking for near mint and non-smoking homes. Here are all my numbers. Nothing too crazy. Pretty standard across the board. $10 for commons, uncommons, 3 cents for reverses and rares, 4 cents for reverse rares and hollow rares, and then it goes up after that. And then I add a little picture of some Pokemon cards just to get people to actually see it. I also have this linked in the description. This is TCG Bulk King's website, and he has a list of all of the bulk prices that he buys bulk with. This is really nice, and you can click on any of the links, and you can actually go to that website and see what they're actually buying it for directly. He also keeps this fairly updated, so if you're ever wanting to know what numbers you should have, this is a good tool to use. But we're gonna hit post, and we're gonna see what happens. So my post went live 28 minutes ago. I actually forgot about it all day, and then it didn't actually get approved by an admin until later, so I had to wait till later anyway. And 2 people within 28 minutes are already messaging me saying they're interested, so I'm going to message them, and we'll see if we can make any trades. That quickly, within 30 minutes of the post being live, I already had 2 people get with me. I've actually had 4 people over this process try to message me, but I'm only doing deals with 2 of them. The first one was Vincent. I bought cards from him. Let's get into that. All right, we are heading to our first deal of 2. I apologize for the audio, and this isn't even my car. I'm borrowing my sister's car while mine's at the mechanics, but I've got a collection I'm buying for $150, bulk collection. He had about like 8,800, I think it was, commons and uncommons, and 22 reverse hollows and hollows, 2,200 reverse hollows and hollows. Came out to like 148. One of the things I do when I go to buy bulk, it'll raise my prices just slightly, but it's worth it, is if it's like 100, this one was 148. I was like, could you do 150? You know, like it came out to less than that, but I'm not gonna give them $140. I'll just make it even, make it 150. And I think that's a really good way to, like, it's $2 and someone's like, oh, that's nice to get $150 instead of $148. Something small, I'm sure it doesn't actually make much of an impact, but I have had people reach out to me after I've bought bulk from them and asking if I want to buy more. So I do think I am a good buyer when it comes to this stuff. But yeah, I posted it last night and I'm already gonna go pick up my order during my lunch break, so that works out perfectly. Luckily, he's on my side of town as well, so it's like 7 minutes away. I can just go there, grab it, and head back home. Well, that was pretty cool. Vincent seemed like a nice person. They had a ton of cards. A lot of it, Sword and Shield. I saw some, even some X and Y. So I'm really excited to go through this book. It looks pretty good. Of course, had to rep the channel. You already know we need every subscriber we can get. If I can't get it by making good content, I can get it by telling people about it in real life. We're always on that grind. That's pretty cool. Really solid order. Definitely going to be spending a lot of time with that. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing with this set yet. I don't know if I'm going to just even try to list everything. Everything looked really clean. It looked all near mint from what I pulled out. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, so pretty cool. We were talking about just Pokemon stuff. I asked him how the hell he finds cards in today's economy. He was telling me that like Five Below has cards, which I didn't know that. I've never gone to a Five Below thinking they had Pokemon cards, so maybe we need to be checking those places out. It's cool. We were just talking. I guess he's collecting Destined Rivals right now, which is an awesome set, so I don't blame him for wanting to collect it. And here is the full collection I bought in my 5-row boxes. Most of these 2 rows are holos, and then the rest are non-holos. You can see it's from different generations. There are some like X and Y cards in here, some Sun and Moon, but the X and Y ones I think are mostly over here, and they're pretty beat up. I would say they're probably lightly played to moderately played, but everything else seems to be near mint. The second deal was Logan. Later on that night, I went and picked up cards from Logan. Just sitting here like a creep in the parking lot. Just got done with our second deal with Logan. Super cool guy. We sat there and talked in the cold for a while about Pokemon because we're both big nerds, so it's cool to talk to him. I didn't even get a chance to really check the condition or anything. I'm not really that worried about it. It was $85 for the cards there. We'll see what we got when we get back home. I really didn't check over them too much. Bunch of EXs though, which I'm pretty excited about, and some more higher rare stuff than the last deal. So we can take a look once we get back home, but there we go. Second one done. All right, live look at the collection I just bought. Here are all the EXs. I didn't actually get a chance to really look at the condition at all on these. So we're gonna kind of try to do this together. Let's see if I can do this one-handed and see what these are looking like. So far on the front, it looks clean. The back is the real question. That looks clean. That's a good sign. If one of them are clean, generally all of them are clean. He also had these in a binder, so I imagine they were going to be pretty clean. I wasn't too worried about it. And I didn't even really look at any of these. I'm assuming this is all Scarlet Violet. Yeah, Scarlet Violet bulk. So yeah, pretty simple stuff. We'll definitely have to go through all this, but I'm thinking with all these EXs and stuff, I think I'm probably going to list everything on eBay to really get our eBay store going. And I know Pokemon definitely sell a lot quicker on eBay, so really solid cards here, honestly. Both these guys were super cool, and it was a super easy process. I make the post, I then wait for people to respond, I respond to them, I give them money, they give me cardboard. It's a very simple process that I think people try to overcomplicate. You could probably do similar things in like Instagram or even Craigslist maybe, but I had the most luck with Facebook. Everyone's got bulk, everyone wants to sell it. Now that you have the cards, you can actually start sorting them and then listing them on your chosen platform. That process is another video for another day, but we've got some sales to show you guys from the last few days, so let's go over our numbers that we've done on the business so you guys can see exactly what's going down with our business. So let's get the live looks at our earnings on Amazon. We're up to $35. I think that's like $6 from yesterday, so that's pretty solid. Amazon is always looking good. It's always fun to check this every day. So nothing crazy on the TCG Player and eBay side. We actually made 0 sales yesterday on eBay and only 3 sales on TCG Player. We got a total of $7.38. This seems bad, but don't worry. Either just what I've seen for today already, we're already going to be making more for tomorrow's video. But that brings our total expenses to $466, our total sales minus fees at $442, and now we're only negative $24.08. You're gonna have small days and big days. Today is one of the small ones, but I hope this video helped you. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe and check out the Discord link in the description.